We have great books for older kids, not just the little ones here at Usborne Books and More. So I'm excited to share with you our books in a lot of our different categories. Okay, starting with activity books. We have a huge variety of these puzzle books that are just either $4.99 or $5.99. They're great for travel. We have things like secret codes and brain games that your kids can do in the back of the car or while you're waiting at a restaurant. If your kids are interested in different careers, our academy books are great. These teach them how to be a pilot or a doctor or an astronaut and gives them information and skills that they would need to do that career. If your kids are interested in computers, we have coding for beginners using Scratch and Python. These are step-by-step instructions that are going to troubleshoot problems, teach you how to do it, and then give you lots of games to create. If you have a kid that is always saying, "I'm bored," get our Never Get Bored collection. We have white clean card sets in this. We also have an outdoor book or our original book, and these are just filled with hundreds of activities for your kids to do when they say, "I'm bored." We have a growing selection of embroidery kits for your kids. So these come with the embroidery hoop, with painted fabric, with the ribbon and the needles, and instructions on how to create these beautiful masterpieces. If your kids struggle with emotions and knowing what to do with them, our activity books for feelings are a great choice. So we have 5 different ones in this series. It's kind of like a counseling course in a book that's going to teach your kids how to cope and deal with some of those things that they're going through. We all loved fortune tellers when we were little, and here is a tear out fortune tellers book. Some of them have pre-printed things on them, and some of them are blank for your kids to create their own. And my favorite coloring book we have is the Words of Wisdom series. These are posters that your kids can color with famous quotes from different things. And then on the back, it even tells you a little bit about where that quote came from. All right, for nonfiction, we have the amazing Bear Grylls, our Man vs. Wild. He's created a selection of activity books, nonfiction, and fiction books for us. These are 2 of my favorites. This is Survival Camp and Extreme Planet. These are large nonfiction books with information on all kinds of things that hopefully you will never need to know, but you might, like how to tame a camel. Extreme Planet is similar. This is more of your world record type book. This tells you the coldest and the hottest and the fastest things around the world. Our scribble books are great if you have kids interested in math and engineering. These are activity books that are going to explore those concepts that are behind all of the math that you need to do, like patterns and sequences. Our 100 Things to Know About series is one of my favorite nonfiction series that we carry. We have many different titles in the set, and your kids are going to love it because they're bright and colorful, and the information is really interesting. If you have a kid that's a little more business-minded, check out our Understanding Money or our Understanding Business books. This will teach your kids a lot of great information in a colorful and non-overwhelming format. And while we do have great chapter books, we also have other amazing fiction options for your kids. Starting with our graphic novels, we have these from everything from Thor to Alice in Wonderland. These are all classic stories written in a comic format. And if you love classics, we have our illustrated originals. This is Treasure Island and Anne of Green Gables, but we have about a dozen in this series. These are unabridged versions of your favorite stories with illustrations throughout that are going to keep your kids engaged and be beautiful on your bookshelf. And if you want a quick introduction to some famous authors, check out our Complete Shakespeare, our Complete Dickens, or our Complete Jane Austen. These are full color summaries of their famous works, along with character summaries and synopsises of some of their lesser known works in the back. But your kid's going to get interested, and then they're going to want to read the whole thing. All right, I hope you found some great books for your older readers.